friends, it's Liv and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. If you are, hi, my name is Liv. It is so nice to meet you. So welcome to my most anticipated video of the year. I have been looking forward to making this video since August of last year, but it is my readathon TBR for the O.W.L.S version of the Magical Readathon as hosted by G over at Book Roast. If you don't know what the Magical Readathon is, I will link G's announcement video down below, but essentially it is a readathon that takes place over the months of May and August, and it's very themed around Harry Potter and the exams that we take, which are the owls, the ordinary wizarding levels, and the newts, the nastily exhausting wizarding tests. I'm so excited to get into the choices I've picked for this month, the prompts for the different exams, so without further ado, let's dive right in. Okay, so first I'm going to start off with the career that I have picked for this year, which is Magizoologist, after the love of my life, Newt Scamander. And another reason I picked Magizoologist this year is because it is a lighter career choice, because this year, G has added seminars in addition to the original careers, so I wanted to pick a lighter career so I could pick a couple of the seminars because they all look so fun. Why can't I just go to Hogwarts and actually take these classes? That's what I want to know. But for Magizoologist and the Owls, I need to pass the exams for Care of Magical Creatures, Herbology, Potions, and Charms. So for Care of Magical Creatures, the prompt is to read a book with a creature with a beak on the cover, and I took this as a sign that it was finally time for me to pick up Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. I have not finished the rest of the Grishaverse yet, but I do intend on marathoning the last two books pretty quickly before the end of the month here. We've got a little bit of time, but I finally want to dive more into this world. I want to see Kaz and Inej and finally get to know them and love them and the rest of the crows. I want to know what no mourners, no funerals means, because for the longest time, I have felt like such an outsider in this community not having read it, so I'm finally gonna do so, and it was the obvious choice for the Care of Magical Creatures prompt. Next up we have the Charms prompt, and for that it is to read a book with a white cover, and for that is actually going to be a reread for me, but it is The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater, which again, there is a beak on this cover also, but I was taking any excuse to finally read Six of Crows. So Raven Boys reread because it is a white cover, but this book follows the story of Blue, who is of a family of psychics. However, she does not have any magic abilities herself, but instead she's kind of more like a battery. Like, if she's near anyone who's trying to use their powers, she will amplify what they have. But she has been told since she was a kid that the day she kissed her true love, he would die. And so she gets involved with these really rich prep school boys called the Raven Boys, and they are joined on this quest to look for a lost Welsh king. I read the first Raven Boys book my senior year of high school, but I haven't read the other books yet, and I kind of forgot the majority of what happens in here, but I remember really enjoying this book. And I know a lot of people love it, so I'm hoping in reading it now that I'll finally be able to finish the series. That is something I would really like to do this year, is finally finish the Raven Boys series, because again, I loved this book. I remember I loved Blue, I loved the Raven Boys, because they're all so cool, and I want to be part of their group. So it's finally time that I reread this, and then I can continue on with the rest of the series. Next up we have Herbology, where the prompt lies with the Mimulus Mimbletonia plant, and for that is to read a book with the title starting with the letter M. And for this I am finally reading Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson. I have started this. I had started it, but I got like 100 pages in and I feel like I really wasn't following along as well as I could be. I attempted to vlog it, didn't work out at the moment, but I'm going to restart it and finally try to finish it. I know I have the potential to love this. I'm listening to Skyward on audiobook and I really love the way Brandon Sanderson writes. His characters are also unique and I love them. And I liked what I read of this so far, but again, I really wasn't following it. So I think the best thing to do is to start fresh, pick it up, and now that it's my Herbology prompt and I kind of have to read it, I feel like I'm going to have more of an incentive to do so. So this is going to be a good one, I can tell. I just need to finally get it done. So last up for the Magizoologist career, we have Potions, and for that I need to read a book under 150 pages. So for that I am picking up the Lightning Thief graphic novel by Rick Riordan. I can't pass up an opportunity to read a Rick Riordan book is what I've learned ever since I've made this channel. And so as soon as I need a small book, I don't own many graphic novels. Personally, I don't read a ton of them, but I do collect his books. So here was this one. It's 135 pages, so it does fit, but I don't think I've actually ever read this novel, this graphic novel. I've read the actual novel a million times, but the artwork's cool. And I'm excited. I'm excited to see a version of Percy where he's actually 12 and not 18, like in the movie. No shade to Logan Lerman, because I love Logan Lerman, but I don't know what the movie producers were doing. But this is my choice for potions. This is one that I will definitely speed through in a couple of hours because it is very short, and I feel like graphic novels are easy to get through anyways, so this was perfect for that. I might have used it as an excuse to reread Fox 8 again, but I read Fox 8 for the Newts last year as one of the times that I read it, and I recently talked about that one, so next time. Okay, so now that we have finished up everything with the Magical career, I want to talk about the seminars that I intend on taking this year. And the first one is actually included with the Magical career, which is the Merpeople Linguistics, which, okay, you cannot tell me that that does not sound awesome. Getting to talk to the Merpeople in like their own dialects and like being able to communicate. Could you imagine all of the evenings spent down at the Black Lake just talking to the Merpeople? Like, that's awesome. But that does need a herbology requirement, which of course we're already covering with Miss Bourne over here, so don't let me down, Miss Bourne. Don't let me down. And another seminar I want to take this year is the Legal Defense for Fantastic Beasts, which, okay, had I taken this in the past, I could have beaten Lucius Malfoy and saved Buckbeak from a death sentence, but sadly I'm not allowed a time turner, so here we are. But that does include the Care of Magical Creatures prompt, which is of course spiced by Six of Crows. Thank you, Six of Crows. But in addition, I do have a History of Magic prompt, and I'm gonna be completely honest. I didn't realize until I sat down to film this video that I did not have one planned out for History of Magic, but I do now, and I am reading Truth Witch by Susan Dennard. I actually don't know too much about this book, but I know a lot of people love it, and I've gotten a bunch of recommendations to give it a try. So if you've read it, let me know down below what you thought about it. I'm really excited to finally give it a try. I've seen this series everywhere over the years, and I need to jump on that hype train also, so that is my plan for that. If you guys can't tell, there is a definite theme here surrounding my career choice and the seminars about Fantastic Beasts. I basically decided that I want to be a magizoologist who has a lot of input with the Ministry of Magic and the magical government, so I could be a lawyer for any Fantastic Beasts, or I can talk to the Merpeople. So essentially, I am a magizoologist who can legally argue for Merpeople rights. And I think that's awesome. So I am completely satisfied with my choices for this one. However, I am also taking the course about like running a magical shop. So the official name for the course is Magical Shop Management, and for this I do need to fulfill an arithmancy prompt. And with this one, with arithmancy, we're talking about complete opposites. And so it is to read a book that is not in your favorite genre. As most of you probably know, my favorite genre is like fantasy, sci-fi. So I picked up a contemporary for this one, and it is An Abundance of Catherines by John Green. Caitlin, if you're watching this, I'll give this book back to you eventually. I borrowed this book from my best friend like 6 years ago now, and I still have not read it, so I still have not given it back, but now I'm finally gonna get through this, finally gonna give it back, and return it to its rightful home. Essentially, this is about a boy named Colin who has dated 19 girls named Catherine, and I don't know if they're all spelled the same. I would assume they probably are, but if that's not weird, I don't know what is. Colin's got a type. So that's all I really know about this, is I think he's like finding love. It's a John Green book. That's usually what they're about in really unorthodox ways. But I'm really excited to finally read this. I really love John Green's books, his writing style, and I'm working my way through all of them now. So after this one, I think I just have like Will Grayson, and like the Let It Snow book to go. I'm getting there. Alright, and there you have it, guys. I have quite the magical year ahead of me as far as readathons go. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you did enjoy it. If you are participating in the Magical Readathon this year, please comment down below what your career choice is, because I really want to know. I'm so interested to see like what everyone's picking this year. I did Curse Breaker last year, and so I'm so excited to finally do Magizoologist. If you were not subscribed to this channel already, you can do so by hitting that button down below, and also you can click that bell icon to be notified every time I post a new video, because I do upload every Monday and every Thursday on this channel, and you don't want to miss what's coming next. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!